What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne.
I'm Isha Wayne.
What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne.
I'm Isha Wayne.
And we are glad to take a quick break from quarantine.
Please.
It's been a rough couple of weeks, but we decided to get on out here on this Saturday morning, take a quick ride in this 2020 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Isha, this car rides so smooth.
It's very smooth, and you already know I'm comparing it to you know what.
The Bentley Bentayga.
Of course.
So this is going to be a video where we do a kind of direct comparison of the Rolls-Royce Cullinan to the Bentley Bentayga. We've done full technical reviews on both cars, so we just want to do a high-level comparison. A lot of people try to cross-shop these cars or like to compare the two and think they're in the same segment. Truth is, they're actually not, right?
No, I mean, if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty about, you know, which one was made first and then how Bentley branched off, okay. But they're not the same car.
Exactly. So let's start with just the brief overview of Rolls-Royce and what they do, and Bentley and what they do and who they're trying to appeal to. So if you think about it, these cars are going after two completely different customers, right? Most people I know have either, you know, some of the people I know have either one or the other. Some people even have both because they're not the same. So when you're in a Rolls-Royce, just in general, for the most part, you're talking about a car that is built for you to be driven in. You can also drive it, but it's also built for you to be driven in. Now, Bentley, they're making cars for the driver, right? Those are driver's cars. They're more sporty. All of them are relatively fast. And that kind of reflects back to that history they have in racing, in Le Mans, right? So a lot of their cars have that very sporty edge, but Rolls-Royce is supposed to be the pinnacle of luxury, right? These cars are meant to be, you know, just wafting along like we are now. The ride in here is incredibly smooth.
It is.
This has to be one of the smoothest cars we've ever been in.
I'm being serenaded by the twinkling roof.
We'll get to that a little bit later. So we're kind of just floating and wafting along. This car is huge. I mean, you can really
It is.
feel how massive it is. It has a sense of presence to it. It's not the prettiest car I've ever been in, but it truly has a sense of presence in it. And when you see it, whether you're a car person or not, you know it's something to behold.
It's so big, I can't even see the front of the car.
All you see is like the spirit of ecstasy.
I'm that short that I'm below the dash. I have yet to figure out how to raise my seat.
Right.
So,
so there's some controls on the
oh,
side of your
okay.
seat there
I was
that
looking
you
for
can
those.
use. Yeah.
There we go.
So like I said,
yeah,
these cars
there we
have a
go.
sense of presence. I remember I was telling you the other day, this was maybe 10 years ago. I was driving, I don't know where I was going, but I was heading home, and there was this white Rolls-Royce Phantom that turned on the street, and there were these people doing construction, right? Just minding their business, and all of a sudden comes this white Rolls-Royce Phantom, and the guys who were doing construction stopped what they were doing and started breakdancing in the middle of the street. They just stopped what they were doing and just started breakdancing.
They were that excited.
So when you see something like that, of that magnitude, it's a reason for celebration, right? That's how you know you're riding clean. People stop what they're doing and they just start breakdancing. That's how I want to ride, right? So I'll never forget that. So this car truly has a sense of presence. Now, as far as the proportions to it on the Cullinan, one could say it is big and bulky. It is. It looks like a block. A lot of Rolls-Royce vehicles, in my opinion, look like a block, but for some reason, they still have that appeal of elegance to them, to that design. I don't know why. It wasn't always like that, but you know, once BMW took ownership,
it's a distinct look between the two manufacturers.
right?
You know, Rolls-Royce has stayed consistent with this now look,
Yeah,
which
this
is
their look now.
the boxier look
And Bentley has stayed with their traditional look
of the curve.
Right. They used to come out the same household, but about roughly 20 years ago, BMW took ownership of Rolls-Royce, and as of course you know, Bentley's owned by the Volkswagen Group. Bentley kept their original designers, which is why a lot of people say, you know, Bentleys look like some of the Rolls-Royce of the past,
Which they do.
Rolls-Royce and Bentley used to put out relatively the same cars.
Right.
Just had different radiators and small other changes, but now they've completely went different ways, especially design-wise, right? So this blocky look that you see in the Cullinan looks relatively like the Phantom, right? So they're using this new design language they have, and it's working. You know, it's not the prettiest car on the street, in my opinion, but it definitely has that presence to it, which is what you want when driving a Rolls-Royce.
I mean, I like it. I'm really trying here with this. I like Rolls-Royce. If I had, I don't know about. I mean, I like it. Okay, could I do it? Yeah, it's huge. It's probably too big for me. Just the body within general is probably too big, not the interior.
Right.
But
it's different than that Bentayga.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. So powering this is a 6.75 liter V12, 563 horsepower. Do you need that? No. But it does get this car moving from 60 miles per hour in about 5 seconds.
Oh, so can I hold on to my butt in this one?
You could, but I say that to say this. If you look at the Bentley Bentayga, especially the speed version, you have a 6-liter W12, over 620 horsepower in that car, right? 0 to 60 in about 3.7. So again, Bentley is kind of going towards the driver. It's meant to go fast. That's the purpose of that SUV. As a matter of fact, right now, that is the fastest production SUV on the market. Rolls-Royce doesn't really care about top-end speed. This is all about just kind of cruising.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, two completely different purposes.
Right.
Now, when you look at the exterior of the Bentayga, what do you get there compared to this?
The exterior of the Bentayga?
Yeah, when you look at the exterior design of the Bentayga compared to the Cullinan, it's completely different, right?
Yeah.
It's more curvaceous.
Oh, yeah.
It's softer.
I thought it was a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question. It's just, it's softer.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at the two, it looks like it's going after two completely different people as far as performance and design.
Right.
Now, the ride in this, I will admit, is far smoother than the Bentayga. It really is. That's one of the things you instantly notice when we hopped in here.
It is. Okay, I'll give it to them. I'll give it to them.
But there's still an appeal to the Bentayga that's drawing you that way, right?
It is.
And not towards this.
Right. I'll take both, though.
You'll take both.
And you can drive me in this.
I'll drive this. You can drive the Bentayga.
Yeah. How about that?
So again, it's just that proves our point. It's two completely different.
And this one feels more masculine anyway.
It's more masculine.
Like, I feel like I could get this same color combo with the Bentayga, and I'll feel just as fine.
Right. Yeah. Just speaking on the interiors, we might as well. The execution from both brands, it's completely different to me.
It is.
It is completely different.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's just, I mean, geez, everything is blocky.
Everything in this car is blocky, see?
Everything.
Everything.
But that's okay because it stays true to their design style.
Right.
And they have fully branded it, you know.
The only thing that's similar between the interiors of the cars are these bullseye air conditioning vents. That is just an Easter egg from the past of when the companies were built out of the same household.
That sounded heavy, though.
It is heavy.
Oh my gosh.
Everything in this car is quality.
Oh my goodness.
You get what you pay for. This is nearly $400 grand. It better be metal and heavy.
Yeah.
If it's heavy, it's expensive, right?
Right.
This car weighs nearly 1,000 pounds more than the Bentayga.
Is that necessary, though?
It's a Rolls Royce. It's got to be big. It's got to be, everything has to be over the top in a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
That's why you want it.
Right. Okay.
So interior design wise, compared to the Bentayga.
Now, am I getting any type of special features in this one versus the Bentayga? Because the Bentayga has like so many different versions of that car.
Right.
You can have the sunroof. You can have all those accessories in the back. Speed.
What about this leather headliner that you mentioned?
Right.
The Starlight headliner. You're not getting that in a Bentley.
No, you're not. But I kind of feel like I would want the sunroof that has the feet.
I agree.
You know, I'm just asking, could I have it with that? I guess they probably could.
You probably could. This does come with a sunroof. The one we reviewed before had a sunroof in it.
Why can't I have a sunroof and this?
It's Rolls-Royce. If you make that request and your money's
They'll
that
do
long,
it. They'll do it.
you're going to get it.
They'll do it.
The seats, I think the seats in the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, design-wise, are a lot more simplistic than what's found in the Bentayga.
It is.
In the Bentayga,
Most
you got
definitely.
that diamond embroidery
Right.
from the Mulliner
I think that's
group.
what I'm looking at, because there's none of that on the door panels.
None of that.
None of that anywhere. And I'm just kind of like, it's kind of plain,
It's plain.
you know?
Relatively speaking, it is plain,
Yeah.
but it's still a really nice car. Could you imagine taking a road trip in this car?
Yeah, no, I would already be out. Let me hit the massage features.
Nah, I don't want you getting too close.
Wait, but my legs, like, that's a huge thing for me,
Mm-hmm.
is when driving is not feeling the cramps in my legs, and I don't feel that here.
Right.
You know, like it has a nice extension where it's putting my legs out at a certain angle where it's not cramping up. I have a whole lot of space, so if you are really tall, you will have the space to be in this vehicle.
Right.
As far as head-wise, as well, to me anyway.
They definitely make sure you're comfortable. I mean, the whole priority in Rolls-Royce is comfort over everything else. Comfort and luxury, and that's it.
Now, am I getting the same type of technological features here in the dash with GPS, or even the assistance of if I'm getting too close to another vehicle?
Yeah, you're getting that and a little more. You know, the GPS system is actually synced to the transmission, so it's able to choose the ideal gear depending on what road you're on where you are on the road.
Okay.
So you're getting a lot of technology in these
Does it
cars.
have any like automatic functions to lift up the vehicle if I'm too low to water
Matter
or
of
whatever?
fact, if you open the door, this car will drop 2 inches automatically to make ingress and egress
Nice.
easier.
Okay.
You got everything you could ever want in this car, honestly.
Okay.
They even put over 200 pounds of sound deadening in this car just to make sure the ride is quiet.
Okay.
And you hear the result of that. You can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything.
I'm unbothered. I mean, it's just raised so high. I love the way the spirit of ecstasy is up there. It just makes me feel better than everybody else.
Yeah, now I can see over. You know, I feel better.
I mean, and then the driving impressions. I've driven both the Bentayga and the Cullinan. I feel like I could just steer this car with my finger. It's so light and buttery, right? The Bentayga, you have to put a little bit more muscle in there because it's a little bit more driver engagement. You get more feedback from the wheels on the road, and that's what you want in a car that's built for the driver, right? In the Bentayga, we would have floored it already and did the hold on to your butts test.
Yeah.
And here, you don't feel the urge to do that at all, right?
No, I don't.
I'm cruising, baby.
Yeah.
I'm cruising.
Yeah.
This is a remarkable ride. It really is.
It is. It's smooth. I'm comfortable. Like you said, I'm unbothered. I'm good. I mean, even how it just handled that bump was nice.
Yeah.
I didn't do all of that.
Right.
You know?
And then, what else? The doors. Remember, you hopped in this car, you were like, how do you close the doors in this?
I totally forgot.
You forgot you were in a Rolls-Royce. You don't close the doors
So
for
there's
yourself.
a button underneath the dash. You know, I'm over here like, okay, there's nothing to sink my hand into to pull it. I don't want to pull it from the little storage section here. So I just literally sat there. Oh, well, I lied. There is a groove here, so if you want to manually pull it, you can do that. But I literally sat here and was like, okay.
How do you close the doors? And
Rolls-Royce, please close the door. You know, like, hey Google, hey Siri, hey something, close the door.
Right. And you just hit the button underneath the dash.
I just hit the button.
Closes automatically for you. Does that for all 4
I
doors.
thought it had a voice command. Or
Right.
something.
So it's over the top features like that you're not going to get in the Bentayga. But again, the customers who are buying the Bentayga aren't really buying it for over the top features like that.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts. You know, one is curvaceous. The Bentayga is curvaceous. The Cullinan is blocky.
They're made two different.
It's 2 completely different vehicles.
Yeah.
Really, design-wise. Now you both have decent storage. You have decent storage in both of the vehicles, but again, storage is kind of something that you should get in the SUV. Period.
Right.
Both are SUVs, but the overall design language completely different. The ride handling, completely different. Performance, this is not going 190 miles per hour.
I could make it go there.
I don't want you to try it. The Bentayga is going 190 miles per hour, right? Two completely different goals were executed here with the design of these cars. This is just simply riding on a cloud. They call it the magic carpet ride.
So if I give this a couple years, how much am I looking at it depreciating?
Oh man! So the sticker on this one is $378,000.
So is this my basic model?
This is not a basic model. This is actually pretty well spec'd, right? Not all of them have the Starlight headliner, the red interior.
Okay.
You know, this one has
You said
open
this
floor.
is how much? 397.
378.
378.
378.
Okay.
Chump
All right.
change. So
yeah, you know, I might pick it up.
this one does look nice though. It's spec'd really nice. I would spec mine just like this: white, red interior. You have the
yeah, we know you like your red velvet.
you have the tinted wheels, the part polished 22-inch tinted wheels, and of course the tires with the foam in it for that extra quiet ride.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
You know, when they first revealed the design language to this car, I thought it was hideous. I'm not gonna lie, but
After getting in it, and
is it beautiful? No, but it does have that presence and elegance to it.
It's a Rolls-Royce.
And once you drive it, quite frankly, I don't care what it looks like on the outside. I'm enjoying the inside so much that I just feel like I'm in a different world.
Right. Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on this.
Right. Are people calling this the Rolls-Royce truck like they call the Bentley truck?
Oh my gosh, please don't call it the Rolls-Royce truck. That makes me cringe every time I hear that.
So people do that?
Yeah, people do that.
Oh no.
They do that, but you know, from how we describe this car, you guys can now see.
Yeah, I had to correct somebody on that Bentley truck. I was like, it's a Bentayga.
Yeah.
Just Google it.
These cars are just two completely different beasts, and if you're a car person and you got the money, you probably would have both. But what an amazing ride. Isha, any closing thoughts?
You know, I enjoyed it. You know, like I said, you could get this, and I'll stick with my Bentayga.
All right, I'll take the Cullinan. You take the Bentayga.
I want my red Bentayga. It's coming soon, you guys. It's coming soon.
Right.
Yep.
What a beautiful machine, honestly. I'm just at a loss for words. I'm so happy to be riding in a Rolls-Royce and not stuck in a room for quarantine.
Yeah. But we do have our hand sanitizer.
Got our hand sanitizer
we
and
just want to let everyone know, please continue to stay safe and, you know, use your best judgment. Although things are opening up, just use your best judgment. The best thing to do is to try to stay away from big crowds and only do what you need to do.
Yep. That's
necessary.
Yep.
And I know that this is a hard time, but we really are in this together and we can win.
See, now we sounded like the celebrities in a Rolls Royce saying we're in this together.
Oops. Oops.
But yeah, we really are in this together. I would like to thank you guys for watching this video.
I'm not smoking a hoagie in
a stogie. It's a stogie. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in his tub saying, "Here I am at home, smoking a stogie, and I'm just staying at home."
Not a sandwich, not a hoagie, which is a
multi-million-dollar house. I'm just staying at home. That was funny. I probably watched that more times than I should have. But
and I don't have little horses.
You don't have horses running around the property. Yeah, we're just common people. So again, thank you guys for watching this one. Let me know your thoughts on the Cullinan versus Bentayga. Do you guys agree they're completely different vehicles? Obviously they are, from my perspective. I just laid out the reasons as to why. Isha, you know they're completely different vehicles. If you like the Cullinan but want a little bit more of a sporty edge, they do have the black badge offering, but obviously still not as sporty as the Bentayga. Just two completely different beasts. So. Right. See, there's the beast. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching.
I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go and ride and do another video for you guys in the Bentayga. Would you like that? Let him know you would love
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
We will catch you guys in the Bentayga. Me only.